YouTube, what's up, man? It's your boy Crew. Y'all know we back with another reaction video. I told y'all I wanted to get back into doing this. Thank you guys for pulling up today. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that sub button. Do not forget to run up that like button for the algorithm. Let's go ahead and get that working so YouTube knows we out here getting it in today. But listen, man, we got another video lined up for you guys today. And honestly, this one came across my feed and I'm kind of scared. So the title of the video is I returned a fake to Nike and here is what's happened. I'm not even sure who the maker of this video is. Rapid Vision. Wow, and he's only got 2,000 subs? Does that say 2.2? Make sure you guys go watch this video, man. Let's give them a like. Let's make sure you guys go watch this video and hit that sub button, man. We are reacting to their video. So they're saying that they returned a fake to Nike and we're going to find out what happens. But I guess I'm really more interested in this video because this scares me. This really scares me. I don't know how this video was going to go. I don't know if it works. But stick around. Let's go ahead and hop into this video. Like I said, make sure you guys hit that sub button, hit that like button. Let's go ahead and get into it.
You probably all followed the drama between Nike and StockX. Nike had brought hundreds of pairs on StockX, authenticated them, and ultimately found many fakes among the pairs they had purchased. They took the opportunity to trample on StockX by saying that they were selling fakes on their platforms. And naturally, the question that immediately came to my mind was, can Nike really authenticate their own products 100%?
So that's a good question. Two things. He said, can Nike actually authenticate their own product? But I also was interested in seeing if you could get a shoe through Nike, bro. Like if you could get a shoe through Nike the same way that the shoes got through StockX. I guess what I'm thinking is I believe Nike had something to do with putting those pairs through to StockX. I don't know. I have no idea, but I think it could be possible that Nike might have had something to do with it. Specific shoes, maybe they funneled in a bunch of fakes or whatever just to kind of bring down the giant. I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.
And what if Nike inadvertently sold counterfeit Nike products too? It's true, we can easily imagine people integrating counterfeits into Nike's logistics chain. Counterfeits that they will eventually deliver to customers who will be 100% convinced that they brought an authentic product. Since logically,
what would you do if you purchased a pair from Nike and it was fake? What would you do? What could you say? Nike sold me fakes? And how could they miss it? They're supposed to be they're supposed to be the ones that are able to legit check their own products good enough to know. What would you do, chat? Let me know. What would you guys do?
They brought it from Nike, so it can't be a fake. From there, my new actual question was more. What happens if you buy a pair on Nike's website and return a fake to them? Will they automatically notice it like they did with the pairs they brought on StockX? Or will they accept the return product and logically put it back on sale immediately even though it's counterfeit?
Oh my
Until a
God.
few weeks ago, I had absolutely no idea, and I even asked you on Instagram. I literally got all imaginable answers at the same time. Thanks for the participation, guys, but we didn't make much progress. However, where everyone did agree was when we asked you if we should test the experience. You all wanted to know what would happen if some goober tried to return a fake to Nike. And well, that's good because I'm gonna be that guy.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water.
This is a new video and today we're back with a crazy experiment. We're gonna try to pull a sneaky one on the mother of all sneaker games, Nike. Obviously, a little disclaimer, this experiment is carried out by professionals, so don't try this at home.
Don't try this at home. Say it, bro. Do not buy fakes and try to return them to Nike, please. Do not do that. That's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is just to see if it's even possible. Shout out to him for even doing it, bro, because I'd be scared. He bought this on this account. Just imagine they find out and the sneakers account gets clipped forever for sending fakes in.
Especially since it's totally illegal to
Oh,
do what
and
we're
it's
gonna
illegal.
do. But hey, if we're doing it, you know, everything for the views, right?
And remember, like and subscribe.
But in all seriousness, this is a very serious journalistic investigation. And just like with StockX, it's important to know the flaws in the systems we use. Anyway, let's not even waste any more time. We've got a lot to do to carry out with this investigation.
Okay, let's go.
The first step is to choose the pair we're going to flip, and it's not as easy as it may seem.
All right, chat. Do we which? Oh, did they say it? Was it in the thumbnail? I don't know. Which pair are they gonna choose? Which pair are they going to choose to send over to Nike?
Because it has to be a pair that we can buy directly from the Nike website and that has decent reps. Basically, we can forget about the latest collab with Travis Scott or random pairs like the Jordan series, because I'm not even sure if factories in China bothered to make fakes of those pairs. No, for this test, we're gonna go with a classic, the basic all-white Air Force Ones.
Nice.
Now that we picked the perfect pair for the experience, let's start by buying the fake. And this time, for a little challenge, let's settle for an entry-level knockoff for 191s, which is about $27. Here is the swampy world of cheap fakes. There's no website, no customer service, no nothing. It's all done through WeChat, hoping that the seller won't screw you over. But don't worry, the pair arrived just fine. In the end, it cost me around $70 for ultra-fast delivery. No joke, the delivery cost twice as much as the pair, but at least I got it in a week. As expected, I had all
right, chat. I mean, it's the topic, bro. This is the topic that we're getting into, buying fakes. Like I've said before, I am not a pocket watcher. I will never tell anyone what they should or should not purchase. I know that I personally wouldn't purchase a fake pair just because I want the shoe in the way it was intended to be purchased. I want all of the accessories. I want the factory stamp of approval on it. It's just not something that I've ever been interested in doing. But if you are the person who is okay with purchasing fakes or who will buy fake, I have nothing against you, bro. I think that, you know, the sneaker community has gone off the deep end with this whole your shoes are fake or your shoes are real or whatever. At the end of the day, it's their money and they got to walk out and wear that. And who knows what people can afford or what they can't afford or whatever. So I'm never going to be the person that gets on anybody for wearing a fake pair or anything like that. The only thing I say is do not try to sell it to me as real. Do not try to sell it to someone else as real. You know what I mean? Like if they're fake, say they're fake and wear them proudly as fakes. The people who try to buy a fake and wear it as the actual thing is where the issue comes up. But again, if you buy fakes, if you wear fakes, that's up to you, man.
Already seen the photos and the pair is very well done. I mean, honestly, it would be extremely difficult for me to tell the difference.
It looks
from a
light
real
though.
pair by just looking at.
That insole looks weird. It looks mad light, but the insole on these looks weird. I don't even see how that would. Is the insole like this? Is the insole like this? I was looking to see if my son's pair was down here. Is the insole like this on Air Force Ones, or is this an older Air Force One? Let me know, chat.
The shape is spot on and it does not look ultra cheap, at least not more than the real Air Force Ones does. The embroidery seems correct as well, and if you're wondering how a $30 fake can be so well made, it's simply because a real Air Force One cost about $15 to make. And we got it at almost factory price without the VAT. Plus, the seller makes a very small profit since the competition in the world of fakes in China is very tough. Of course, I don't think we'll be dealing with a product that's as well imitated in details as the dunks we sent to StockX, but let's take a closer look. As for the leather, we're clearly dealing with that famous shoddy leather we find on Air Force Ones or dunks. And at this point, I am convinced that they are exactly the same. The Dubre on the laces looks more than decent, but the stitching seems a bit wonky. Although it would not shock me to see something like that on a real Nike product. When we take a closer look at the embroidery, it seems to have the correct proportions and does not look cheap either. For me, this fake is totally sufficient for what we want to do. Now we just have to set it aside and go get the real deal. Direction to the Nike website. And for the Americans who complain about the Air Force Ones being 120 bucks, brother, they cost 159 francs in Switzerland. That's almost $180.
What?
Alright, let's grab our real Air Force Ones from Nike's website, eagerly drop our 159 bucks on this bad boy, and patient.
Wait, so is he doing this or is someone else doing this? Why would he buy them in francs? Is he doing this or is this someone else doing
wait for it to arrive. 1 week later, we did receive our package, and this time it was the classic Nike box with this eco-friendly bullshit. Man, for now, given the price of the Air Force, only my bank balance is moving to zero.
Bankrupt, legally. No money on my card.
Inside the package, we find a box in a much better condition and a pair that they've tied up as if it owed them some money. Tight. At first glance, the real and fake ones are almost identical. And
oh, damn, I wanted to see that. That's crazy. I think the shape right here is a little different right here. That's crazy.
And the good news is that unlike the fake one, the real one does not have a zip tie attached to the pair. So it's gonna be even easier than expected to swap the pairs.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Up close, we can see that the leather is literally the same. They're really indistinguishable between
the leather is the same. No. I can't believe that.
Two pairs. But the metal tag is slightly different, and the seams are still less wonky on the real one. It's the gigantic dripping glue marks on the back or front of the pair. With marks like that, aren't we entitled to return the item? Anyway, that's what I did on Nike's website, and now that I've made my return request, I have to send them a white Air Force One, and it just so happens that I have two.
All right, look, right there. Right there. The insoles are different. This one is completely different. This is the real pair. This is the fake pair. This one tied up super tight. It's almost like somebody tried this one on and sent it back, bro. Look at how tight it is. Do Air Force Ones really come laced up this tight? I haven't ordered a pair in forever. But the insoles on these are way different. How are you gonna get
one
past
on your
that?
left and the fake one on your right, which is very similar but still has some pretty visible defects. We're already thinking about the colors of the tags on the tongues. The soles that are a bit too dark with a texture that's a bit less defined than one on the real one, even if in the end, the mold is the same and the details are in the same place and proportions. At the level of the mesh, we can nitpick. They don't really have the same pattern or the same color, even if there's nothing shocking. On the other hand, if we look at the insoles, the difference in color is really very visible. On the real one, the print is almost tone on tone, whereas on the fake one, it's on a much darker scale. We'll also note that on the left foot of the real one, the print is completely messed up. Unlike the fakes where the placements are right in the middle, it's almost too precise. In short, the fake can pass, but it's clearly not as simple as you might think, where some people imagine that we can just throw a rock in the box since they supposedly only check the weight of the package. No, it's clearly stated in the return email that the items are checked before being refunded. That means if the item is damaged, non-conforming, or too strange, the pair can be refused by Nike and returned to us or even destroyed if they find out about our little plan. Fraudulent returns are far from uncommon in the world of e-commerce. People who have fun with refunds and canceling their orders by stealing items or returning counterfeit products. It's something all e-commerce giants have to protect themselves from, and they certainly have very precise procedures to avoid being swindled. In our case, I don't think the guys who handle returns are trained to do legit checks on every single.
The dude handling the return is definitely not a legit checker. He's just looking at the shoe to make sure it's there, it's clean, it isn't worn. He probably hasn't been trained to legit check. This scares the hell out of me. And it only scares me because we get restocks, or we get, oh, it's at the outlet, or you know what I mean? It's you know, on clearance or something like that. And who knows? It's always returns, bro. People could be just swapping out shoes and we have no idea. Wow.
Single pair of Nike. So our fake Air Force One is clearly well made enough to be accepted for a return, except for one big problem with our fake. This is the label from the authentic Nike article, where we see the UNC code of the pair, the model reference, and the date. This one is the label from the fake pair, where absolutely everything is different. Even the manufacturing date is much too suspect, since given the shortage of Air Force Ones we had, it's literally impossible that they sold us an Air Force One made 4 years ago in 2019. Before returning the item, we'll have to do a little bit of sewing, since if there's one thing the guy...
No, that's not. I don't know, bro. I feel like if it to be a true test, you would have to leave that in. In order for it to be a true test, I feel like you would have had to have left that in. What do y'all think?
Who will receive our return will notice is the label, and it would be really stupid to get caught just because of it. We obviously won't explain how to exchange a label or all the little tricks to make the fake pass, but we conditioned it as best as we could so that everything go as planned. Now that we have everything we need, we can put our slightly modified fake in the box. We will obviously cut the weird zip tie and send it off to Nike. 3 to 4 days later, we received the first email from Nike telling us that they received the package. But we don't know if we're gonna be refunded yet. That's probably the moment that they inspect the return, and on my side, that's where I start to sweat a little bit.
I'm so fucking scared right now, you shut up!
Fortunately, the next day, everything ended well.
It worked! So, based on what I saw, I can't believe it worked. First of all, but based on what I saw, it actually provides a little bit of appreciation for legit checkers. Provides a little bit more appreciation for the eBay booth, right? Your GOAT legit checkers. Dare I say StockX. But for people who are trained to see inconsistencies in specific pairs and know what they look like, it gives you that much more faith in them. I think this was a good test. I think it was okay, but I think the only issue is I don't believe that person accepting the return is a legit checker. So yeah, it worked. Yeah, maybe it could work. I don't know, man. It could work. It could work. I'm scared. Now, the secondary market is where I guess you get a little bit more clarity and you get a little bit more of a reprieve in saying, okay, well, if somebody's trained to look at it, they know. But at Nike, it's like, get them in, get them out, get them in, get them out, get them back on the shelf. Somebody just bought these. Somebody bought these.
Been refunded, and I don't really know who the scammer is in this story. Between Nike, who sells me an Air Force One for $160, or me, who returns a fake back to them. However, I am a bit unsatisfied with this. I'm not sure if they just didn't care in the end and simply accepted the return because I didn't have a suspicious account or anything. I also don't know if the return would have been accepted if I hadn't changed the fake interior labels. There are many questions and nuisances that are emerging here.
I agree.
But apparently you can buy a busted fake for $30 and exchange it for a real one at Nike without any problems. And this experience is probably repeatable to infinity with absolutely all brands. Now, should we try the experiment again? I don't know, but it's up to you in the comments.
And just imagine taking it into a store though, probably. It'd probably be quicker. Bro, do not do this. Do not try this at home. Hey, bro, it say Crew on the screen. Shout out my dog. I'm shocked at this video. I'm still pretty scared. In reference to when we get restocks and when things don't sell out necessarily and they sit on the site and somebody's able to buy something and we think we're getting a deal because it's on sale or something like that. And if it's that easy to swap out a fake through Nike, bro, they got to check themselves. They went in on StockX. They went in on StockX. And I have to think, well, maybe not. I was going to say I have to think that the amount of transactions for sneakers is probably larger for Nike than it is for StockX, but I don't really know. You guys let me know, man. How did you guys feel about this one, bro? Where are you? I'm mixed, confused. I'm all over the place because I'm still pretty like, whoa, that's crazy that it got through on Nike. But I'm also appreciative of the people who would call themselves legit checkers. I'm not a legit checker. I never say that I am. I think that things are too good for an untrained eye to figure things out like that. But let me know in the comment section how you guys feel about this. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe and follow Rapid's Vision on YouTube, man. I think this was a really dope experiment. Do not forget to hit the like button on this video as well. Let's run up this algorithm, man. If you guys really like to see these reaction type videos and you guys like to hear my opinion, let me know in the comment section below. But it has been real. I'm officially nervous. I'm officially scared. But I will see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace, 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 peace. I'm gone.